Hi, my name is Camille. This is Shelly, and we live on a sailboat in the middle of Malaysia. And it's just us girls right now because Jesse is at work. He works in the mines doing FIFO, which means fly in and fly out, which means you do 2 weeks of work in the harsh, cold desert of Australia, and then you fly back and you get to live the life you dreamed of and deserve. So he does that, and then while he's gone, I do all the boat projects and work on the boat and get it tidy and ready for when he's here, so then we can just go sail and enjoy our life. So come with me today to see what I really do when I'm here. So today we've got a pretty busy day, but we're going to start off with filling the water tanks. This is definitely something different when you live on a boat and not a house, because you always got to make sure you have enough water and monitor how much you're using. So just need that. Also, I should probably check the bilges. Yeah, very dry. Very nice. All right. Now this is our water filter, so we're gonna put the water that we get from the Marina dock through here, and then it'll filter it. Oops. Now this thing is white now, but it will soon be yellow. I think all cruisers can agree one of the best things about being in a marina is being able to get water, wash your boat, and use it as much as possible, because out on the ocean you only get salt water, which definitely deteriorates your boat a lot. So it's really important to get the most out of this. So we use this filter though, because the water from the marina, as it is fresh, it does still have a lot of harsh bacteria in it, so we like to make sure that's cleaned and dissolved before we put it inside the boat, because we don't want anything to grow inside the water tanks. And right now you can see on our Victron monitor that our water levels are both at 0. And you can see that the filter we're using right now is completely white, and soon it will start to turn yellow like this, and it can even get black if it's that bad. But I'm going to also fill up the back tank, because it's good to have both of them full, and that way we can use it and not worry about how much we're using, especially in the marina while we're here right now. Okay, now we are going to make a solution to clean the clears, which is on the bimini. So we're going to do a little bit of vinegar and then some Dawn dish soap, because you can buy this clear polish, but I got number 2 because number 1 you can just make yourself, and then you can save money by doing that. So we're going to make our own solution to clean it, and then we'll put the UV protector on, which I cannot make that, so hopefully that'll work. And it's super important for us to keep our clears clean, because we always have our dodger up and we always need to see through it and have good visibility. I think the hard part is you can't tell if the dirt's on this side or this side. So you'll end up scrubbing one side, realizing it's on the other side. Oops. There's definitely more dirt on the inside, because I think the rain cleans a lot of the outside. But now people always forget how important clears are, because it's what keeps you dry, and it protects you from salt spray and lets you feel like you're still outside even when it's pouring. But of course, salt, UV, tropical humidity are the biggest enemies of clears, which is exactly where we live. So it's important to regularly clean them so they don't turn yellow. And I always do a nice little solution first, and then I'm going to rinse them with water. But you have to be gentle and never use harsh cleaners, because they can always scratch the surface, and that's why I'm using a microfiber cloth and a little bit of soap and vinegar. clears to dry, then we're gonna throw the UV on spray, but we're gonna put some of this bad boy on because it is cooking and I don't wanna get burnt. Again, can't be outside, which is the whole point. Okay, now I'm gonna put this clear plastic polish on all of this to protect it from the UV. Now, although it doesn't smell great, it is amazing stuff because it's like sunscreen for your windows. And because we live in Malaysia and we're traveling around Thailand and Indonesia, the UV is no joke. It can hit levels over 11 on the index, which is pretty much the highest it goes. And that breaks down the plastic and it makes it really cloudy and brittle and yellow. And you cannot bring it back once you get that. And these things are not cheap, so I definitely don't want that. Thank you.
Where's the cat this morning?
She's downstairs since she's been too adventurous jumping on everyone's boats. Like, when I can watch her, I'll let her out. But if I'm busy, like, I'll look down and then she'll be over there on James's bimini. And I'm like, come back here. Yes. All right, and the next thing we have to do is fix the bathroom door. It's kind of a long story on how this broke, but to make a long story short, our holding tank exploded and it rounded and pushed off the door and broke the hinges off of it. And now I've got to fix the hinges on the bottom, see what I can do about that. But if you want to hear the full story, let me know in the comments. It is quite traumatic and disgusting. It does involve sewage. So let me know if that's something you want to hear or if that's something you don't want to have nightmares about, because I still do. So this is the holding tank and this is where the door goes. And there was kind of like these clips that went on here that held the door, and then you kind of put it here, but obviously they broke off. So I'm gonna see, what I'm thinking is, hello lady, my assistant today. My favorite purse, the drill. For your help, Shell, is if we just pull these screws out a bit, I think it can just hang on there. Yeah, well, it's... See what that does. We need something that like hooks. Big projects. Need something that comes down and kind of like latches into. Okay. Like everything on a boat, this is a bit of a bigger project than I expected. These are too high up because it used to have clamps. So now what I'm thinking is since I measured the door frame and it's about it's about 1 mil off. If we put a screw, it's also not level. Are you serious? This is not even level. Anyway, if we put a 1 mil screw here, just think that would work. But I also think, I don't know. And I can't make it, and the screw can't be too thick because I know it'll drill through the door. So now we're gonna open up all the screws. Has to be strong, but it also can't drill. Oh, that's a good one. There's a decent. Is that? All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see if that works. All right, let's see if this worked. No. Wait. Hold on. Oh, yeah, baby! Ooh! I did it! I love when stuff works. Okay, so the only thing is, then if you want to take it off, you have to kind of pull it. So what I'm thinking is maybe I add one to the left side. Now we have a little bit of a wobble over here, so I could fix that. Let's see. Okay, I'm drilling here, lady. All right, let's see if that works. Excuse me. Dude. Ooh, ooh. I did it. I did it. I did it. Ooh, ooh. I did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Ooh, ooh. So we just bought this coffee machine. It's actually an incredible espresso machine. And the coolest part is it has these sticky things so it can like actually grip onto the counter. But right now I'm going to make myself an espresso. Now, I really only started drinking coffee about a year ago. When I was working in the mines, I would wake up around 4 a.m. and I just needed a cup of coffee to get me going. And I would do night shift as well. And I needed about 3 cups of coffee to keep me up through the night. And since we're going to be sailing through the night, I thought, what better than having a nice espresso machine to keep us going? As you can see, I'm really good at coffee art. This is the ocean. And we have a bit of rain right now, which is the end of monsoon season in Malaysia. So we are gonna just enjoy the rain, have a nice cup of coffee, and I'm gonna run the engine because since I just changed the fuel filter a few days ago, it's just important to run it and make sure it's going well and going strong. And we did have the engine cut out on us mid-sail on the way back here. So we just wanna make sure that's running smoothly and good. So when Jesse gets back, it's perfect. Fuel filter out, give it a nice wipe down, but it's running smooth. I'm gonna let that run for 30 minutes just to let everything go through it. All right, now that we got the engine running, I am going to do a few little jobs like cleaning our Sirocco fans that actually get, there it is. They actually get really dusty. It's crazy, like you live on a boat and you're on the ocean, but dust will find itself everywhere. So see if you can kind of see, like, gotta give those a, yeah, look at that. Another one right here, but it's not as dusty. You can see in the back, it's got a little bit. So I'm gonna clean those right now. And although this job doesn't seem super important, it's the little ones that add up really quickly and then feel like a lot. And this is our home, not just a sailboat. So it's important to keep everything clean and tidy. You want this? Okay, now for my least favorite jobs, defrosting the freezer. A lot of boats don't have huge freezers, and we actually have to order a side freezer. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But right now I gotta take everything out of the fridge, defrost it, and then clean it, and then put everything back. It's such a bitch. Why? Because look how, because if you don't have that super cold, it won't freeze. But then putting it super cold makes the whole thing freeze. So I've got to defrost that and clean all this out. So okay, so we're gonna hit this button. It's gonna turn off our fridge. And now the defrost will begin. And I need to scrub this bad boy inside and out. Take these out, get that bottom. That's just from literally our last trip. It's like constant. If you don't clean this, it will get disgusting. So let's do it again. Have all of our food out. And we're gonna get to cleaning. Now, I usually do this every 2 weeks, just that's how long it takes for the freezer kind of to ice out. And then also it's good just to keep the fridge clean. Mold grows pretty fast in sailboats, so it's always good. Hello from my fridge. This is how I get some of this ice off. Whoa, look at this piece. Look at that. That's crazy. So the engine has run well. Did 30 minutes of that, but I'm a little bit too busy to start cleaning the engine now because I'm going to finish my freezer. A trick my friend taught me once is a toothbrush is an amazing cleaner. So if we want to get in all these cracks and crevices, we can really scrub them. Get in all of these surfaces. Anywhere where food can end up, we have to end up on all these little steels and Man, it's endless. And then another thing I have to do is because it is so hard to get into, all these crumbs get in here. So I take our fillet knife, obviously an old one, and I slide it through here and get all, look at that. That is disgusting. Let's see. All this grime and dirt and sand and black. Ugh. Drag through. Dude, look at that. That is in here. Imagine how much that smells. It's so gross. Look at that. Right, it is looking a lot better. We got all that defrosted. Gotta just wipe that up. And then the freezer door, of course, is broken. So now I get to reattach that as well as part of my projects. Lots to do today. I gotta start putting everything back. And of course, I put the most important things in the fridge. And voila! The fridge is sparkling clean. All of that. And now we get to play my favorite game. Can I fix that? Yes, I can. We're going to jimmy rig it. We got like a little peg I think I'm going to glue. And then I've got kind of like this like child safety lock thing I think I can like tape to or like glue to it as well. And maybe that will get the freezer door on. So let's try it. Okay, first we're going to do measurements. And I think that goes right there. So I don't want my hair to go in the glue. I'm gonna put my bandana on. Just like my work bandana, so I can work hard. Since we're gluing, I always wear gloves with like super glue because I don't want my skin to be glued. So we're gonna throw these gloves on. And then if I don't get glue on the gloves, then I just reuse the gloves. Now, I went to university and I studied anthropology, but if I had to go back, I'd probably pick like welding or mechanics, because it'd definitely be really helpful on a sailboat. Oh, that's my eyes. Oh no. I'm not very good at this. Okay. Oh no. I'm really bad at this. This is now glued. This is now a part of it. There we go. Voila. Now, this is my first attempt to get the freezer door back on. I've glued the peg, so hopefully it can just slide into each side and clip on. There we go. Come on, come on. No, you're me. No. So either the glue's not strong or I gotta try again. So this is round 2. Come on. No! You're now just be normal. Getting glue on my hands. Maybe I'm not letting it sit and dry long enough, so time for round 3. Come on, come on. Come on, please. Did that work? Yes! Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do. So that took me 3 attempts, and we did it. Look at that. Right on there. And now, oh. My gosh. It just fucking broke. Please, if anyone's got a freezer, send me one because that's not gonna work. Well, out of all the projects today, like if that's the one that doesn't work, Gusraba, I'll be okay. It's time to bring out the real guns duct tape. So I've duct taped, super glued this little pinpoint on there because that's what keeps falling off. I've done surgery, so hopefully that works. 4th try is a charm, right? It's been one hell of a day. I feel like I've done enough, but always more to do, and I still have to get that freezer door on. So we'll do that tomorrow morning. But right now I'm going to get ready because we're going to go to the Langkawi Street Market night fair food thing. So come along with me and some mates to go get dinner.
think.
This is what you do on boats. Wow.